Hi friends, it's Mr. McCarthy again, and I wanted to read another bedtime story tonight. Uh, this story is called The Paperboy by Dave Pilkey, and it actually won a Caldecott medal, which, when you see this symbol, it just lets you know that it's an exceptional book. It's very good. So, he also wrote and did the paintings, so he's the author and illustrator. The inside cover, and actually before I get started, just so you know, I read books like this, and then I'll show you what I'm reading after I finish reading. It says in the inside cover, "When you are asleep, when the sky is dark and the streets are shadowy, someone and his dog are up. They're working. They are happiest then. The dog running and sniffing and growling at cats. The boy pedaling his bike, thinking his thoughts, tossing the morning paper to house after house as slowly, softly, Saturday dawns." Let's take that out. Easier to read. Here we go. The Paperboy. It says, "With thanks to Kenny Whitmore." First picture. Apologies for the glare. I can't seem to get rid of it. Here we go. The mornings of the Paperboy are still dark, and they are always cold, even in the summer. And on these cold mornings, the Paperboy's bed is still warm, and it's always hard to get out, even for his dog. Story of my life, guys. I hate getting out of bed. Especially when it's warm, but it's cold outside, or outside the bed. It's just really hard for me to get out. I can relate to this guy. So it's hard for him to get out, but they do. So even though it's nighttime outside, sounds like it's early in the morning. Or I should say, even though it's dark outside, it's still early in the morning. Why do you think that is? And softly, they step down the quiet hall, past the door where their Paperboy's father and mother are sleeping, past the door where his sister is asleep. Why do you think he's getting up so early to deliver the paper? Why can't he get up with the rest of us? At least he's quiet about it. And down to the kitchen where they eat from their bowls. Boy's got his cereal. Dog's got his, dog food. Tasty. Mmm. And out to the garbage. I'm sorry, not garbage, I misspoke. Garage, that makes more sense. Where they quickly fold their papers, snapping on green rubber bands and placing them in a large red bag. It's hard to ride a bike when you're loaded down with newspapers. But the Paperboy has learned how to do this, and he's good at it. Do you think of a time where you had to do something that was hard, but after a lot of practice, it wasn't so difficult? Because that's what he had to do. The Paperboy knows his route by heart, so he doesn't even think about which house to pedal to. Instead, he's thinking about other things. Big things. And small things. And sometimes he is thinking about nothing at all. There he is. Moon's still out. Even after getting up and eating his breakfast and getting his papers all ready, sun still is nowhere to be seen. Must be really early. His dog, too, knows this route by heart. He knows which trees are for sniffing. He knows which bird baths are for drinking, which squirrels are for chasing, and which cats are for growling at. Sorry, I'm laughing because I have a cat right behind me as I read this story. Hi, Potato. Sorry. Messing up the camera. No. There we go. Anyways. Here's the doggy. All the world is asleep, except for the Paperboy and his dog. And this is the time where they are the happiest. I wonder why that is. Why are they so happy? If I had to get up that early, I would not be happy. But little by little, the world around them wakes up. The stars and the moon fade away, and the skies become orange and pink. What's starting to come up? The moon's nowhere to be seen, so what's coming up from the hills? And when the Paperboy has delivered his last newspaper, he and his dog race home. And his empty red bag flaps behind him in the cold morning air. Soon they are back home. It is still dark inside, but the sounds of morning are all around. His father and mother are awake and talking softly in their bed, and his sister is downstairs watching Saturday morning cartoons. I used to do that all the time. I watched a lot of Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Sonic. Mostly Ninja Turtles. And Batman. I'll stop talking about cartoons. I really liked them when I was a kid. And back inside his own room, the Paperboy pulls down his shade and crawls back into his bed, which is still warm. And while all the world is waking up, the Paperboy is going back to sleep. And his dog is sleeping too. Their work is done. And now is the time I don't know why I'm laughing. It's a funny picture. And now is the time for dreaming. I'm pretty sure he's dreaming. That's why he's flying. Just in case you were wondering. And that is the end. I hope you enjoyed that story. I definitely did. I will be reading to you guys again in the near future. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the bed bugs bite. Until next time.